Well, Janine, an 80-year-old woman had to be pulled from her burning apartment. She was unconscious, though she had a pulse and was breathing. Originally, she was taken to a local hospital, but then after that, she had to be taken to University of Pennsylvania Hospital, and that is because she had severe smoke inhalation. Tonight, neighbors here are praying for her. Roaring flames and thick black smoke pour out of this 14th floor corner apartment. George Gaines's apartment is right next door to it. His concern, not of his belongings, but of his neighbor Synovia Williams. The 80-year-old was pulled from her burning apartment.
I'm not worried about merchandise. That's no concern. That can be replaced, like I said, but it's the life. I want to stay all right.
Synovia's 92-year-old husband, Albert, is okay. He was not inside, but some of those who battled the flames were injured. This firefighter among those suffering from exhaustion and smoke inhalation. The fire tough to fight because a ladder could not reach the 14th floor. Firefighters had to carry the hoses up the stairs with heavy equipment on their backs. Then, once they got to the burning apartment, another obstacle. Clutter everywhere, making it hard to find the victim and difficult to put out the flames.
You had an exorbitant amount of fuel that caused a lot of fire, and that's what made it difficult for the firefighters.
All of this going on while some tenants ignored the fire alarm inside, choosing to watch the action from balconies. Nakia Santos says the alarm goes off so often, nobody pays it attention.
Most people don't want to be bothered with that, but you have to do it because you don't know.
No, you don't. And firefighters say they would have evacuated the entire building if they thought they had to. What they did was they evacuated just the 13th, 14th, and 15th floors. They say the building's made out of concrete and there are sprinklers in the hallway, so they say they didn't feel like they had to evacuate the entire building. We should also mention the condition of the child is unknown right now, but we do know that the child suffered from respiratory problems at a local hospital right now. And the last count with firefighters is 5 now taken away in ambulances. And for more on that part of the story, we're joined by my colleague, John Bathke. John?
Carla, it took more than 2 hours to get this fire under control, and the location made it especially tough. When it was over, as Carla said, there were 5 firefighters who were injured. We spoke to one firefighter who was involved in this battle to get an idea of just why it is so difficult to fight a fire like this one. Fighting a fire is always hard work. In a high-rise, even more risky and difficult.
You have the weight of other equipment that you must carry into the high-rise that you wouldn't normally carry in to a house or other structure.
I peeked out my apartment, and the hall is black with smoke.
They fought the flames and smoke from the inside. The 14th floor apartment where it broke out, an obstacle in itself.
The tenants are in their 80s and in their 90s, and if you live that long, you accumulate a lot of stuff that is sentimental.
In this case, an apartment filled with contents, the furniture, the papers, fueling the fire. As evidence how tough this was, 5 firefighters were injured.
Most from heat exhaustion, most from smoke. As I said, they are at Jersey Shore University Medical Center being treated and evaluated at this time.
And I just spoke with him a few moments ago to try to get an update on the condition of those firefighters. He does not have it. He says they are still being evaluated as far as he knows at this hour.
Extended video from the day's top stories. Go to Channel 612 and select IO Extra. Only on U12 Interactive. As local news gets.